On YouTube, you will see a lot of baked in advertisements, whether that be for privacy.com, loot boxes, or even a VPN service like Express and NordVPN. I'm sure people have been bombarded with these companies' advertisements and really sparked in a lot of questions of what is a VPN and how do they work? And more importantly, are these services good and are they worth your money? Now, I've been using a VPN off and on for a number of years now, and actually never tried Nord or Express VPN until I saw the advertisements. But I started to wonder, with so many services coming onto the market, how do they all compare? Are any of these actually good for the amount of money you pay? What services are you getting, and is it worth it? Now, I didn't take a look at every VPN on the market, and over the next few weeks, I might be diving into more of them. But I did go looking around at the start to just find an open source VPN. Because I didn't want to pay for Nord or Express on a 3-year contract, I just decided to see what could I get for free or for very, very low cost. And that brought me to Proton VPN. Now, Proton VPN is owned by the people who make Proton Mail, a very popular open source email service. And this was a unique experience because I had never used something like this before. And let's see exactly what my experience was, how was the service, and is it really worth the money that they're going to charge? So let's take a look at Proton VPN and see what did I learn in about 14 days of trying out the service. Now, starting with the website, you can see that they really try and advertise how much safety and privacy they're going to have for you, especially with them being located in Switzerland. There are some countries in this world where privacy is taken more seriously than others, and where the laws are different for having to retain user information. Countries like Canada, the United States, and the UK, not great examples. Countries like Switzerland and Panama, fantastic examples. That's why companies like Nord ran out of Panama and why Proton is ran out of Switzerland. So we have that right there. Now, scrolling down, you can see they tell you you're going to get security, privacy, and freedom, which is really bog standard marketing for any VPN service. Nothing spectacular there. They have a secure core, and they also have perfect forward secrecy. These are very marketing kind of buzzwords that make it sound better than it really is. The only one I was really taken by was this one here, Tor over VPN. With some companies like CyberGhost or Private Internet Access or Hot Shield or TunnelBear, these ones based in the US, they're not the best for this kind of stuff. They normally don't support Tor over VPN, or they definitely might not support peer-to-peer support because of BitTorrenting over VPN. So this is why you always want to look for a company ran basically out of another country, especially one, like I said, Switzerland or Panama. These are the good countries where, they protect more of your information, or at the very least, don't keep a track record of your information. So there is that. Now, I remember the Panama Papers thing happened. That was a whole leak. That was something else, not related to security, but, stuff happens. But take the steps you can going forward. So it is a free VPN, allegedly. It is easy to use, that we'll see. Fast VPN, we will touch on that in a little bit. Now, let's go in and check all the features again, just to make sure that we can see everything here. They have 48 countries, 785 servers, which is actually, I believe, on the lower side compared to some other services. And gigabit capacity is 918. That is what it is. There's nothing really there that's going to blow your socks off. Pricing. Here we go. We have free, which is you get 3 countries, 1 device, and medium speeds. Then you have the basic for $4, where you get all countries, 2 devices, high speeds, and peer-to-peer, which I believe this is a newer feature added into the lower tier as of recently. When I started this, I don't believe that this was here. And then you have the plus tier, which you have all countries, 5 devices, high speeds, peer-to-peer, plus server, secure core, Tor services, and secure streaming. And then Visionary, which I highly doubt any of you are going to go with, but the very difference is you get Proton Visionary Mail, which, hey, if you need a mail service, go for it. But the vast majority of people I see would be using the plus service. $8. We're going to see if that's a good value or not going forward at the end of this video. And then you just have blogs and support, which, hey, you know what? Their support is meh at best. I wasn't really blown away by it, but hey, they have it at least. Let's move into the install process and see how easy is it to work with. The installation process and setup account is really nice and smooth with Proton VPN. So once you add in your name, password, and email, they send you a verification link. You click on it and you're taken to your account panel. And here's where you can get all your clients. So they support Android, Apple, Windows, Mac, and Linux, which is fantastic. I did really love the fact that they supported so many different operating systems, because with that, I can just pay for one license fee if I choose to go that way and run it on all of my computers, whether that be my Raspberry Pi, my Asus Tinkerboard, or my other Windows machines. I don't need to worry, is it going to run on it? I know it is going to. So when you scroll down, you can see those different configuration files for different platforms and protocols. They really do offer you a whole different list of things that you can pick from. So the amount of customizability you have is really, really nice. And once you start downloading the client that you need, the installation goes fairly fast, as you would expect it. There's nothing really different there. Log into your account, and you'll see that right off the bat, you're given a week free of the Plus service. So that means you're given access to the peer-to-peer stuff. You got more devices. It's a good way. It's a good marketing point on their end, where it doesn't really cost them anything. And you are able to try out the whole shebang for no credit card input. That was something that was absolutely spectacular when I saw that. And that's why I tried it out twice, was because I wanted to see how it was. Because in 7 days, I wasn't able to gather enough data that I felt comfortable making this video. So I tried it out again. And when they don't ask you for a credit card, it's nice that way. So good on Proton VPN for having the courage to do that, to not bog people down with a credit card input, because that is a big turnoff, especially on my end. So they tell you you get your secure core, your peer-to-peer, your 5 connections, and your multiple countries. And then once you get in here, you can see that your IP is at the top, and you're able to pick from a list of different servers and quick connect. And you can see if it's going to support Tor or peer-to-peer. There'll be a little logo next to that country or that server. And not every server supports those 2 features, but the ones that matter really do. So like Switzerland, US, those type of countries do support those services. And there is enough there that you don't have to worry about if you're going to get onto a server. There is plenty of them available. And I did like the fact that they also showed you how busy are the servers, and that way you can pick a less populated one. That way you can get the best speeds possible. And speaking of speeds, it's always one of the biggest concerns about a VPN. You always want to make sure that you're going to have as least of diminished speeds as possible while being routed through the other side of the planet. And in this respect, I have to say that Proton really did come up short. Now, having used multiple services over the years, from TunnelBear to private internet access to Ghost to a whole bunch of others, I can say that I did see a pretty significant drop off in my speed of about 20 to 25% when going through certain servers with Proton. Now, I did not have time to test all of the servers that they have. As you saw from the previous footage, the list is very extensive from the amount of servers that they have. And I can say through the Switzerland ones and through a few of the US ones, it was dropped off pretty steeply. Now, reading online, I have seen people with different results, so I'm not really sure how to chalk that one up, but I myself saw a lot of diminished speed. But I really did enjoy the peer-to-peer service and the Tor services that the servers offered. So let's get into the conclusion. Was it worth it? As a free service on the 7-day trial, yeah, I really enjoyed it. The peer-to-peer and the Tor services were fantastic. I really did like the number of servers that were offered to me, but the drop off in speed was a real big detractor for me wanting to pay for the service going forward. Now, what about the value though? For free, it's good. The free services is fine for what you need for basic roaming. For $4 a month, I feel like not giving you the secure core is a real big detractor. It's one of the main reasons people would want something like Proton VPN. And for €8 a month or $8 a month, depending on where you live, it's still a hard sell. Now you can get more annual fees with better discounts on it. You go for 2 years, I think you can get up to like 30% or 20%. But in the end, it just wasn't the same value as if you went with somebody like NordVPN. Nord offers you 3 years for $125. They offer you a lot of the same-ish features. Now, I can't attest to the quality of those features, having not used Nord yet, but I know they do offer a few of the same features. And price per month, even on the annual fee, is still a lot better than Proton VPN. I was happy with Proton for the time that I used it, but I feel like if they made it cheaper or if they added more features to the lower tier, to the $4 tier, I'd be all in. I would take the lower speed for that peace of mind and security about not being, ratted out for whatever I'm doing online. But €8 or $8 a month, it's just too much money. Especially with the exchange rate here in Canada, it's like 72 cents on the dollar. It's really bad. So I can't justify paying that much money for it. But I did enjoy the experience. And like I said, their free trial is actually free. All you have to do is make an account. There's no credit card sign up. So if you really want to try it out for yourself and get an idea, go for it. Why not? It takes you 5 seconds. And no, that's not an ad. That's just reality. So there you go. Proton VPN. It was a good service for free, maybe for a lower price, but definitely not for $8 a month. And definitely not for $20 a month. I don't care how good that mail service is. Not paying it. So guys, if this video helped you, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs on this channel. We're sitting at 900 and some change, and it would really help me out. So thank you so much. I've been Arif. This has been a review of Proton VPN, and I'll see all of you on the next video.